After a visibly unhappy princess sulked across South Korea in what is now seen as the royal couple's last official tour.
So, like, he was, and they were throwing shade at, and they were...
Oh, Camilla, it's always been you. But jolly close.
Yes, indeed.
If you're not watching Spitting Image, you need to be. It's hilarious. All right, so we're talking about Camilla and Charles and how everything that they went through was just this huge fuck up by the establishment, really. And that really started, but one of the biggest events in modern history is Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson, which that's why this channel exists, by the way, because I'm tired of people romanticizing them. You know, they're making a fucking bioflick about her. That's amazing, considering that she was a Yahtzee and had a crush on Skittler. So, yeah, gonna rush out and see that one for sure. Now, we see all the pictures and everyone thinks this is like a really old school thing because they're black and white, and it's really not. This generation of royals are the first ones who are marrying people who were divorced, because according to them and their whole situation, if you're divorced, you're just not worthy of being with someone like that. When they were talking about Princess Diana, there are news you know what, hold on.
Her pedigree is perfect. Her father is the 8th Earl Spencer, a wealthy landowner who farms 15,000 acres in the heart of the Northamptonshire countryside.
That's not even the worst part.
Her uncle, Lord Fermoy, and others have even vouched for her virginity. Lord Fermoy stating categorically, and I quote, "I can assure you she has never had a lover."
There are also reports that they used to have to go to the royal box checker to make sure that they had never biblically known a man's touch. So, by the way, Andrew wasn't at Jubilee. Color me shocked. I honestly thought he was going to be there. The revenge dress. Obviously, she killed this because she's beautiful on the outside and the inside, so that really just shines through, and this was petty of her. But this is a perfect example of why they say love is blind, because you love who you love. Even if you've got this beautiful goddess of a creature at home, that's not who he was in love with. So one of the people that had a big influence on Charles and him not getting married or meeting the wrong girl or whatever was Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten did some really horrible things to some kids in Ireland, and for years they've sealed the records for 100 years and did not believe the victims, and I found out that they tore it down. They believe the victims, and there's a whole group of people committed to helping them get their records. And yes. So between Diana's dad, Lord Mountbatten, and ridiculous rules that should never be imposed on anyone, no one was really allowed to love who they loved or be with who they wanted to be with. But Diana went into this thinking it was a real marriage, and Charles went into it kind of knowing that it wasn't. So yeah, what they did was totally fucked up, but the blame has to be spread around, because if they had just let people marry who the fuck they wanted to marry, Diana might actually still be alive today. So, yeah.